the group of students here. We're interested in finding out a little bit more about Monmouth University.
Oh, no problem.
And we have to say, Monmouth is quite popular here. We have quite a bit of Monmouth alumni working here in Keansburg, so they certainly are promoting Monmouth very well here for the kids.
Well, we're excited to be a part of this. I'm very honored. Thank you very much for choosing us. I appreciate it.
Excellent, excellent.
I know I watched your video a couple times. I forwarded. We have a lot of also Keansburg alumni that work here at Monmouth, so they were all excited that I was doing the project as well too. So we're all excited. So it was pretty cool.
Excellent. All right, who's got number one and wants to start? Go ahead, DJ.
What is your school mascot and school colors?
At Monmouth University, our school mascot is called the Hawk, and our school colors are blue and white.
How did that become your mascot?
I'm gonna be honest. I had to research this actually, and I had to research this earlier, and it's not an exciting story. Once we became a university, or once we became a college, they had a vote on a couple names. It was like a Nighthawk or the Hawk, and then the Hawk won just out of a vote, and that's how we became the Hawks. Nothing too crazy or exciting there.
Go ahead.
How many students attend your college or university?
At Monmouth University, we have about 4,000 undergraduate students, and then we also have a graduate school. So after you graduate from college, you can go to graduate school. So total with graduate school, it's going to be about 6,000 students.
Now, as far as colleges go, that's considered a relatively small school, correct?
Yeah, it's about I would say smaller to mid-sized school. I mean, there's some schools out there that are going to have 1,000 to 2,000. You're going to have a school, say, like Rutgers, that has like 40,000. So in terms of size-wise, that you say mid to small type school.
How many students start college at your school each year?
Each year we have about 1,000 students start at our school. So, like I said, 4,000 undergraduate students. So you're going to have about 1,000 each year come in. So pretty standard, about that much each year. Then plus our grad school would be about like 1,500 or so.
With 1,000 kids in each class, you got to have big class sizes, right?
Absolutely not. It's a great question, and that's the one thing that I'm also an alumni of Monmouth University, even though I work here. And that's going to be one of the coolest things about Monmouth is that if we have 1,000 students in each grade, our average class size is about 21. We cap them at 35. So if you decide to come to Monmouth University, you're going to be in a smaller type class with all of our professors teach our class. You're able to raise your hand and ask questions, and it's definitely more of a personal atmosphere at Monmouth. So that's kind of the one kind of cool thing that we have is that even though there's 1,000 students in each class, 4,000 on campus, you're going to be in a smaller class size where you can actually interact with other students and also talk to professors face-to-face. Was that what type of sports it said, right?
Yes.
The sports that we have a whole bunch of different sports. The cool thing about Monmouth is being a smaller or mid-sized school, we're still Division I athletics. So being a Division I athletics school, we have the top-level athletes coming onto our campus. So we have basketball, football, track and field, lacrosse, field hockey, softball, baseball. So a lot of basically all the big sports that you can think of, Monmouth University has it. And on top of that, with sports, even if you're not a Division I athlete, we have what's called intramural activities, and you'll learn about that as you get older, where if you don't want to compete against other schools, you can just compete against other Monmouth University students for fun. So it's a really cool place to play sports. Yeah, I mean, you guys are local enough. I know definitely at least our basketball facility is brand new in the past 2 years. It's called the Multi-Purpose Activity Center, and I told you we have 4,000 students that go to school here. Well, our max seats over 4,000 people inside that arena. So it's an awesome place to watch a game and come check it out. If you want to go watch a football game, we're local enough that you guys can come down and kind of check it out.
What types of things are there to do at your college?
At Monmouth, we have over 80 different clubs and activities. So taking kind of sports out of the mix, I mean, you can do anything from Student Government Association, where you'd be able to kind of get in touch with some of the other students on campus and do a lot of important stuff to either run community service events, or you'd be able to do anything from like academically, like a psychology club, or you know, an alumni board or a student activities board. We built this big arena, so it's really cool. I remember when I was a student here, if you sat on the activities board, you get to pick what cool acts you want to see come to Monmouth, like a cool concert or a cool big celebrity to come on campus. So it's definitely a fun thing. I mean, you can check out online about some cool concerts that are going on at Monmouth. You can check it out on our website, which is really cool.
Do you have any rivals?
You guys have any rivals?
I had to dig up on this one as well, too. We don't have any, like, I would say, official rivals at Monmouth University, but we play in what's called the Northeastern Conference. And one of the teams that we play against, they're called FDU. Have you guys ever heard of FDU before?
No.
No, FDU stands for Fairleigh Dickinson University. So during one of our home games for basketball, all of our athletic department handed out this shirt. So I brought it to show you guys, actually. So instead of FDU, we made a shirt called FD Who. So that, I would say if we had one rival, it might be FDU. So we made this shirt kind of, our whole entire crowd, all 4,000 people, wore this shirt.
Excellent.
What is lacrosse? Lacrosse is going to be a sport where it's kind of like ice hockey without the skates almost. So you would have kind of a stick with the net in it and use a ball, and you're just trying to get the ball into it's a kind of a different, a lot smaller kind of goal than hockey. So it's definitely going to be a different sport. Some schools don't have it, some schools do. Coincidentally, for men's lacrosse, we just got it. It's going to be starting up next year for men's lacrosse at Monmouth University.
Lacrosse is just...
I know. I went to high school in, I'd say, oh, God, it was 98. There was no lacrosse teams ever. Now everybody's got a lacrosse team. Colleges are starting to get it up here.
Yep.
If you go down even a little bit south in like the Baltimore area, it's so huge. So it's kind of starting to work its way around the tri-state area as well, too.
Excellent. Good question, Trevor. Go ahead, Justin.
Does your college have any
Traditions.
I would say traditions. I mean, in regards to Monmouth, I mean, we definitely, after every single one of our games, we sing our fight song. And we have a little bit of traditions, like before different home games, everybody, for like either football, everybody kind of gathers in the parking lot, everybody kind of hangs out and goes into the game. We also have homecoming. So every homecoming, all of our Greek organizations like fraternities and sororities, they make floats and they go around and they get judged, and then they go into the homecoming parade and we crown like a homecoming king and queen. We also have academically and like activity-wise, we have this we have a community service event each year called the Big Event. That's very traditional at Monmouth, where it's a way that Monmouth University gives back to the community that we exist in. And we do everything from beach cleanup to raking an elderly's leaves to, painting a mural on a basketball court for an elementary school.
What is your college best known for?
What our college is best known for? If I would say academic-wise, I mean, I would definitely say some of the sciences, with like computers and software engineering. Also, since we're next to the ocean, we have a very good marine biology program as part of our science program. And also some athletics too. I mean, we have some famous alumni that graduated from Monmouth. I know that's a question coming up, but we definitely have some cool football players. I'll let you guys ask that question later. But academic-wise, some of the sciences, also education's a really good school. Obviously, you can see with some of your alumni at Keansburg, we have some pretty good teachers that come out of Monmouth too. So it's definitely a cool place for that.
Why do most people choose to attend your school?
Why do most people choose to attend our school? Well, we are less than 1 mile away from the beach. So that's kind of fun to kind of say that, I would say. Also, we touched on it before, is that there's not too many schools out there in the whole entire country where you can have a place to go to and call home that has Division I sports where you can go and watch a basketball game or a football game, but in the classroom have that personalized experience. So I consider it a unique atmosphere that you have the ability to have a relationship with your teacher. So have that small school feel, but have the big school kind of athletics and camaraderie as well too. So I think it's a really good fit for students that like that personal attention, but also kind of want to have that kind of Division I athletic feel as well too.
Excellent. Go ahead.
How big is your campus?
Well, size-wise, if you want to talk about the actual amount, like how long it would take you to walk our campus, if you went from one far end of our campus all the way to the other farthest end, it probably would take you about 10, 15 minutes to walk it. So it's not too big. You do not have to take a bus to any sort of area. We're all in one sort of centralized location. So it's definitely all walking distance, and you not have to, hop on a bus anywhere. It's kind of a smaller type campus.
What are the most popular areas of?
I know we talked about it before. I would definitely say education is definitely one of them. Communication's also a big one as well too. We just built a brand new communication building a couple of years ago or so, and we have a nationally ranked TV station, radio station, and newspaper on campus. So it's definitely a really cool place if you want to do something in your work. I was a communication major at Monmouth for my undergraduate, and if you ever, a lot of the internships, they worked for like Nickelodeon and MTV, they worked for the NBA, different sports teams. So if you ever wanted to do something in the media, Monmouth's a really cool place. Some of the sciences are really popular as well too. So I'd say communication, science, and also business. Business is a lot of hands-on activity as well too. So if you ever wanted to do a cool internship with business and you're into, say, numbers or marketing, that's definitely a good place for that.
Is the cost of your school?
At Monmouth University, the cost to attend Monmouth is going to be about $30,000, and that's without living on campus. If you wanted to live on campus, it's going to be about $40,000. So that is going to be right now in the year 2012. I have no idea what the cost will be for school when you guys get here. So it's definitely up in the air. But the cool thing about colleges is that a lot of things, and this is why this project is really cool, is that your guys are given the opportunity to figure out at a very young age what you guys are looking for a school, and things are your opinion's going to change as you go through. But once you kind of iron out all the kinks and you get to high school, that's kind of like your dress rehearsal. That's going to definitely be where you're starting to develop, your habits, your grades that are going to be able to essentially help you pay for school. The better grades you get, the harder you work, the more opportunities that you're going to have. So a lot of the price tags, even when I went to school and probably when you go to school, are going to seem high. But there's going to be a lot of different things that you're going to learn when you get older that are going to help you offset those costs.
I don't think
I know. It's definitely, and that's what happens is that, right now you're in second grade. Your opinion's going to change 500 times before you even have to make the decision. But it's just... It's so awesome that you guys are thinking about it this early, because you guys are going through an evaluation process so early that by the time you guys get to even your freshman year of high school, you'll have a better understanding. And even with this project, what I do for Monmouth University is I go and I visit over 120 high schools every single year, and I do presentations. And the one thing that I tell everybody, or the three things that I tell everybody how to evaluate a school, which is really simple, is you figure out how far away you want to be from Keansburg, you figure out how big of a school you want to go to, and then you figure out what your majors are. Those are the three most important things that kind of take you in the right direction. And then, like you're doing now, you interview the schools, you go and visit them. Every single one of our schools are going to look awesome online or on paper, but once you get older, you're going to want to go out and check them out. And there's no better way to kind of take a look at even New Jersey schools, like a Rutgers up the road or a Monmouth down the road, to kind of see what you guys want when you guys get older. So it's a really awesome project. That's why once I saw your video, I just thought it was something I had to be a part of.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's go 18. Ariana?
Do you have any famous alumni?
Any famous alumni? Absolutely. Are any of you guys Dallas Cowboy fans? Anybody know who Dallas Cowboys are? Watch them on TV? No, you guys are all Giants fans.
Oh, yeah. Look, you're getting the booze over here.
So one of the most famous wide receivers of the Dallas Cowboys, his name is Miles Austin. He graduated. He went to Monmouth University. We also have this summer is going to be the Summer Olympics. So the women's soccer team is going to be playing. captain of the women's soccer team, and her name is Christy Rampone, and she went to Monmouth University as well too. A little bit more recent, just now, about 3 weeks ago, we had our first ever player drafted in the first round of the Major League Baseball for the Boston Red Sox. So maybe you guys aren't Boston Red Sox fans either.
I am. Wait.
Okay. Our goalie from our soccer team, Brian Meredith, is the starting goalkeeper for the Seattle Sounders. And we had a couple players drafted in the NFL as well too. So definitely some cool alumni at Monmouth.
Excellent. And 19, Ariana.
What do you like most about your college?
I couldn't hear that one. Was it?
What do you like most about Monmouth?
Working here and graduating from here, I can honestly say that it's a family atmosphere here. I can tell you that going back further, when I was choosing a school, I chose Monmouth for the personalized atmosphere, and it definitely did not disappoint. When I got here, you're a family member almost. So anybody who, from facilities management that does all like the yard work around and cleans a lot of the dorm rooms, all the way up to the vice president of the school. I met my wife at Monmouth University, and during our wedding, the vice president of the school actually went to our wedding. So it's definitely a place that my family, myself, I call home, just because once I got here, people actually truly care about you. And I think that's kind of the coolest thing about Monmouth is having that relationship with everyone on campus. And that's what I just feel very honored to be graduating from a school like this, because just the relationships that can be made here and how much I've grown since I was a freshman in college all the way till now, just working and also graduating from here.
Excellent. Andrew,